Hey guys, welcome back to the garage. Got a little guy in front of us here that I've kind of been wanting to talk about a little bit more in depth. I've had it in, it's showed up in a couple of my videos, but not as a real focal point. And I kind of wanted to do that today, mainly to let you know what the scoop is on this thing. And I guess it kind of could go along. Now, I was watching it was Larry's Model Shop. I was watching one of his videos, and he was doing a thing where I guess it was a response to Card Scale Dreams, Pat up there in Canada. Apparently, now I didn't see that video, and guys, I'm behind on watching some videos. A lot of stuff going on right now, but I like to watch these other guys' videos and comment as much as I can. Just support the community in a whole. And but I haven't had the opportunity to sit down and just catch up on these. Hopefully here we'll get the Thanksgiving holiday coming up next week, and maybe I'll be able to catch up on some of those I've missed out on. Anyway, we're going off on another rabbit trail like usual. But Larry was talking on there. Apparently, Pat had said something about on one of his videos, stalled projects, and I thought, well, you know what, this would actually fit because that's exactly where I'm at on this. So, but what this is like I said, I've had it on a couple other videos, but said not a focal point. So we're just going to go over this thing maybe a little bit more depth here, real quick, and plus the fact that it's the oldest kit that I have, as far as I know. It is the most vintage kit that I own. It's a 57 Ford made by Revell, the 57 Ford Country Squire wagon. And how I found this car is actually by accident, in a way. I think I probably mentioned this too, but we're just going to go over it again in case y'all hadn't seen it. Was at an auction sale. Now this has been, man, I'm not even going to guess how many number of years ago. It's been a long time ago. Was at an auction sale, and I saw a couple things in a box, and they were model car related. And I think the one that I actually was bidding on, I'm not even sure if I have it anymore. But the lot that I seen that car in, not even sure if I have that one anymore. But I bid on the box, and there was a bunch of odds and ends, some junk stuff in it. But I got the box for I was probably less than $10, I think, or $10 right. It just didn't go very much at all. But anyway, I got the box home, and I looked at that model that I could see. It was old friction flywheel, and it was beat to fire anyways. Like I said, I don't even remember exactly what car it was now, but this was, I got to looking through some other stuff, and it's just like a bunch of junk in the box. I just started throwing stuff away, and I grabbed this brown plastic, and I tossed it in the trash can, and as I tossed it down in there, I read this, Country Squire, and I said, oh, hold on, stop the presses, let me dig that thing back out. So I started digging it out, and sure enough, man, it was the Revell 57 Country Squire. Now, unfortunately, not entirely complete, and these I think they had started, and this was a multi-piece body. And guys, I'm just going to be honest with you right now. I actually, despise might be a little bit of a harsh word, maybe. So let me just say, I do not like multi-piece bodies like these old Revell kits. For what they were in their day, that's what they did. And I know some of them even had on the outside, the box, just told you it was a multi-piece. And some of the later ones that were reissues, it was almost kind of like a warning, saying that it wasn't like modern tooling. It was the old tooling and stuff. So required extra skill on assembly and stuff. But anyway, somebody had started it, but these were all separate, because this side was like, see right here, this seam right here, that would have been where these two fenders would have went together, and it had this whole side right here on it. But I started digging it out, and pretty much found out that I gained enough of the car I could actually decide to go ahead and start building it. So here's where I'm at on it, and these are the other parts that were with it. I got them in a bag over here. First of all, and this is kind of the shape that it's in. Here's the side panel. This will be the driver's side interior panel. And check that out. 1957 power windows. Ain't that something? So a lot of glue damage right here. I think I can fix it. It's not a deal breaker for me. The nice part is if it doesn't all clean up 100%, it's down inside with the seat, like right here. So if you have any kind of, blemishes or whatever, it is going to kind of be covered up inside. This may never be a show car, but, I don't know. I'll have to dig into it a little bit deeper. But, and here's the other side. Passenger side, not as bad here. This is really nice over here. Right in here, some glue damage on the bottom on the kick panel, but it should be easily fixable there. But it's straight. It's not cracked, warped, bent, anything like that. So they're still really good shape as far as that goes. And then here's my bag of parts. So we would have, I got a seat here. Now I believe that would be, I'm not sure. I think that might be the front seat. And this would be the middle seat. And this would be the third seat. Because look at that, third row seating. How about that? Who says that's a new concept? But this here would be the middle seat, because then this would fold forward to allow access into the back. And I would assume, I don't know, maybe this one did too. I don't really know that. I can't speak to that 100%. But one of my standstills and why it's a stalled project is there are no seat backs with it. The seat backs are missing. And I told myself at one time, I said, well, you know what? I could just go ahead and build it anyway, just the way it is. But I don't really want to do that because I'd like to do it right, and if I could ever locate the seat backs, here's this one. So all three of the seats are missing the backs for them. And then here's the rear, would be the rear panel in the back for the interior. I'm going to take this apart here in a second because it's just all mocked up. So there's the rear panel, and then this little seat, let's see, it sets back here like this. Okay, there's your rear seat would set like that on that back panel. Then this would be like a cargo space under there. And then again, some glue damage here. This not so much of a big deal because the seat is going to cover that. So that's not an issue. But this here, not that hard to fix, I don't believe. A little bit of sanding and filling and stuff. And then this part, this is off of the Ranchero, but I might have, one second, let me take a deeper look in here real quick. This piece here, now this is actually the rear door, the actual rear door for that. But they've done this with it. They've just printed or molded the interior panel on this inside here. So what you could do, actually, you probably could take this inside panel off of this one. It would probably fit on right there, but the problem is you lose this detail, and the downside is these injection pin marks right here. That's virtually impossible to clean up and make go away. So that might be something we just have to live with, I guess, if I wanted to do this, like to have all the interior match. So that would be the back panel. I did get that in primer up there where you can see it. So that's pretty cool that I've still got the back door. Now here's the original the lights and that front nose piece. Kind of bad shape in a way. So what I've done is I've took the one out of the Ranchero, and it's a lot smoother, a lot nicer looking. Actually, I got the headlights here for this one. that I could swap them headlights and then just maybe like paint them silver or like a chrome or whatever, just like they would have been right there on the new kit. So that's another piece that's scarfed. This was the Ranchero that was chopped. They're really, really ridiculously low chop top. I think it was the Saints. I think it was one of the Saints Revell versions. So that will work. That's the same piece. And then here's the front bumper and grill. So see, pretty bad shape. Not that it couldn't be stripped and reworked and either sent out to be re-chromed or try the Alclad, which I've never tried before. So that might be something that you could do with that. But this is from the Ranchero. It's the exact same piece, guys. So it's, it's going to work fine, and it's still pretty nice looking. The only thing is these seam lines on the side was always an issue, but that's workable too anyways. But so I got a good grill and bumper for it. Then here's the rear bumper. But what I did with this, I was actually able to take I think this was off the Ranchero, and I was actually maybe able to make this work. It still needs some fill work back here, but I was able to make it work, to where it looks halfway decent on there, because this other one was just the bumper so messed up, and I would never been able to get that glue apart probably without breaking. Well, it might come off, but anyway, that's an original piece. Here's your original taillights. And I don't know if I have any in that bag. I may. I think what I was going to do is use the ones from the Fairlane kit, actually. There's a couple in there. But I could probably save these taillights, just paint them up. But, so that's what I got there. And then what I did with this, like I said in another video, a purist would probably cringe. But, this didn't have a box with it, so it's not like it was an original kit that's never been touched. You know what I mean? So what I did with this, I took the tires, because this is what it would have had in the kit. It's just tires like this with the metal axle, and then had your wheel cover inserts there. But what I did is I took these, I think I said in another video 61, but it's a 60 Ford. Anyway, basic AMT tires. These come in a lot of different things. And now that I've got those parts packs or the tire packs, I've got tires to put back in my 60 Ford now, so that's not going to be an issue with that. But I wanted to get this restored, and so that's just what I went with. And then the bottom here, I've redone, of just pretty much the bottom I had finished up. This here was cool. I think I showed this in another video. Right there. Copyright 1957, Revell Inc. Vienna, California. I think it's Venice, California. So I got the bottom fairly well done up on it. And now I used a different suspension piece, and I had that one sitting here somewhere. I'll dig through. Here it is. This was the original. Now why I changed that out, I'm not really sure, but I did anyways. But that was the original, and this is what I've got now. Now, I just made these tires static in the turn position. I just thought that looked cool with it setting like that. Pretty neat. So that's all new suspension stuff. And then this engine, the engine is out of a more modern 57 Ford kit, the Fairlane. And this did not have the engine with it. So I had to come up with something with an engine. So I just had a kit that I just turned into a parts kit with this. So I'll get this all redone back up and everything, and eventually. And then, like I said in another video that I scribed the door lines out, made them a little deeper, got them to be a little bit more prominent there, both sides. But I still got, you can still see daylight up through here. So this is going to need some type of work. Man, I'm going to have to go in from the inside and fill a little bit and sand that smooth. But that shouldn't be that big of an issue. Now, I'm going to take this apart and show you what I got going on the inside, and show you one reason why I do not like these multi-piece bodies. As you look here, the dash, in order to do this, I guess it is halfway separate, but to make it look right, this dash, 1 second, end up dropping the camera here. All right, we got her settled down. Anyways, this dash, the top is all part of this cowl. And then you glue the bottom half of the dash in place. So you've got this gap. I don't know if you're going to be able to see that all the way up there or not. Let's see. Probably not. Anyways, try to find the best way to show you that. Right in my pointer, right in this area where the gauge cluster is, you see daylight in there too. So, and then you got a big seam across there. So there's a lot of filling to do. And in order to do it right, I would not want to paint this with the pieces separate and then glue them together, because then you see these seams and everything. And I've got these all smoothed out. So, one thing that held me up is a way to detail that dash properly, with it all assembled like this. Now, the headliner, there's a lot of glue globs in there. So that was kind of sloppy on that part of it. But anyway, so yeah, I just another reason why I don't care for the multi-piece bodies. But, you know, outside of that, let's see, where's that? Let's take this one panel here. Take this passenger panel. Just see, it still actually fits up in there pretty nice. Get it up at, well, you, anyhow. Yeah, now watch, she's gonna make a liar out of me. I gotta get it up. I gotta get up on the other side of that dash. There we go. But anyway, so there's the interior panel in there on that side. So that doesn't look too bad there. And then the floor, basically, there's no separate floor. It's all right part of the bottom chassis. And then you would set your seat, would go here, like that. And then your second seat, where you go right here, would go here. There's your second seat. And then your third seat will go back here. Actually, it'll set on, get this back piece here. This will go here, and then your rear seat then will go up here like this. So there you got, like, there's your third seat. So that's the whole lining of the seats in that car. But like I said, I need the seat back. So guys, that's why this car is on hold or is stalled out, because of the parts that I'm lacking. The other thing that I don't have is the rear window frame back here. And I think, which is what this is right here, I think this rear window is hinged so you can actually open it up. I think that's what that's for. So I would need all that unit in order to do that. But my problem I'm thinking is this is such a rare car, because I think it was only released, well, originally released in '57, and I think they only had a couple other, like they had a couple of different box arts, and these would have come with 2 figures. I think it was a little boy in a cowboy suit, and then a dad, like a dad figure, if I remember correctly. So that's the reason this one stalled out. I would love to have these other parts so I could get this thing going. I mean, there's the original hood. It's not that bad a shape. I can come up with an ornament from one of the other Fairlanes or something, just to put a hood ornament on there. But that's the scoop on the Revell 57 Country Squire. I know, like I said, I've showed it before on the channel, just briefly, but I wanted to give you guys the lowdown on what we got going on with it here and why I haven't done anything else with it. But it is a stalled out project. The body is really close. I mean, I started doing some more sanding work. This was all glue stuff here. It's had glue globs of glue on this too. Now this side wasn't bad at all. But then, you know, once you get all that done, then you got to paint this that dark brown, and then the lighter colored wood around the outside edges. But to have a Country Squire like that, an original kit, is just a cool thing. I said this is my oldest and probably one of my favorite kits that I have, because, you know, I love the 57 Fords anyways. So it's just another neat thing to have. I've got several Fairlane kits. I've got the 57 Custom, which would have been the short wheelbase. And then I've also got the Del Rio Ranch Wagon, the Revell, newer Revell kit, that I've had quite a few number of years, probably since like 16, 17, somewhere in there, maybe 15. But anyway, it's on the back burner sometime to build, but I would like to find the rest of the parts for this. It might be a challenge being there's such a rarity now, but I don't know. Anyway, that's the scoop on that. And I'm going to throw this guy back together, and I'll be right back. All right, guys, we got him stuck back together there. So that's the scoop on the 57 Country Squire. That's why I've not done anything else with it. It's just a matter of getting other parts for it, and being able to proceed and figure out how to detail the dash and paint the dash and all that stuff. So just one of those things. Well, that's what I wanted to cover tonight on that. And just because I know I've shown that before a couple times, just give you guys a scoop on the situation where it's at. So that's all I got for tonight. I've got shop cards left. You guys want a shop card? My email is in my channel description and the description of this video. If you want to swap shop cards, let me know. If you just want a shop card, drop me a line on there, or you could leave it in the comments or an email, and then I'll reciprocate and get your shop card out. So I think that's all I got now, guys. Subscribers, thank you. I appreciate it. And you guys that watch my videos faithfully, thank you so much. I appreciate that. And if you like the video, go give me a thumbs up. Like, share, subscribe, all the good stuff. So for now, we'll put a period on it there. And we're going to go back on out of here. And so I'll say with that, this is Eric from Eric's Model Garage. You guys have a great day. God bless you, and happy modeling.